All right, here we go. So we are live. Welcome to episode 52 of Chilling with the NY Warriors. Late with the horn. There we go.
What up?
Let's close.
It's cool, people.
As I was saying it, my phone closed. Oh, wait, hold on.
What happened? We're live.
Yeah, that's the delay. My bad. Hold on. I gotta. Yeah.
Fix it. No.
There we go.
How long have we been doing this, my man?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Man.
Well, you know what? We must be doing something good because AG Surfer just bid $1.
It's been $1 on what?
So what? My shirt?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, you know what? Since he said $1, our next auction is gonna be this Friday, the 25th.
Yes.
At 9:30 p.m. Same channel, same place. So we got a few things for sale for you guys, a couple of things. But again, it's not just about selling the books; it's about having fun. You know how the auctions go; it's always fun.
Not for me. I need to sell books. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, yeah. Eli needs to sell some books. Is right. He's back from college. He's home from college. He got bills. You know? So real quick, I'm gonna just go down the line real quick. Gives everybody a chance to get in real quick. You're also waiting for Manny NYC. So I'm gonna start with my left. Always Marky 316. What's new, bro?
What's up? Oh my God, the Deadpool. Seeing the Misfits first time. That was awesome. If you don't know, these guys hated each other for years, and now they're doing these little reunion shows every so many months, and they basically sold out this huge fucking stadium in New Jersey, and or arena, I should say, and place went ape shit about 40, 50-year-olds moshing in a mosh pit like it's like fucking 1980. It was crazy. But I had a good time. So how about it? So
all right,
we got a lot of stuff to talk about, and we're gonna have some fun tonight. Can't wait.
Yeah. Next we have Joker M21. Mike, what's going on? What's good in the comic world for you? What's new?
New in the comic. I went to go see Deadpool. Deadpool 2 this past weekend. Movie was awesome. I'm watching the Cavs game right now too, so I'm a little distracted.
All right. No problem, bro. I'm gonna hit up the chat in a minute. Let me just go through the line real quick, guys. Next we got Jeff Johnson.
What's going on, people? Just a quick show y'all what I picked up. Nothing comic book related, but I now own Excalibur.
Oh, nice. Look at you. Is that real? Is a real replica?
It's a real replica. I just got to clean it and shine it, and then I'm gonna hang it up.
Oh shit! There's the retirement fund. You all
there you go.
It's not.
That's your zombie killer right there.
Oh yeah.
That sort of omen I put up was fire though, man. That sort of omen shit.
Oh yeah, that channel's good. The Man at Arms.
Yeah,
that's my next sword I'm gonna get.
Yeah, that's good. That's nice. That's a good one. All right, next we got Eli Easy, the Game Hunter.
What up?
What's good, Eli?
Not much. I had an interview today for a job. Trying to work with this lighting film company. They do like stage lighting, so I'll be working in their warehouse for a couple weeks. And I got a job now. I'll be working a couple days, and then July I'm going to Tokyo.
Oh, nice! You're gonna do the wrestling thing, right?
Yep.
Letting it go in Tokyo.
So yeah, a lot of learning, a lot of wrestling, a lot of trying to find cheap video games that on eBay are probably really expensive. So,
all right, cool, man.
Yeah,
game hunting. That's right.
I can go back to do what I was originally going to do.
All right, cool, man. All right, so let me just real quick before we get started, let me just hit up in the chat. There's a lot of people in the chat. Like always, I want to thank everyone for joining us. We have JLS Comics, we have Contender, Miss Hustle. Who else? This thing's active.
Everybody.
All right, we got J Rob, we got Stay Puff, we got AG Surfer, we got Gomez, a comic collector.
We got Four-Way.
The Poor Man's Comic. He said Poor Man's Comic. Jeremy Edwards, Prowler 671, Pope Grimy, Gomez, Eddie the Comic Guy, All About Comics, Four-Way Flashes, Splash Page Comics, AG Surfer, Stay Puff 1983, and I believe that's it for now. J Raham 78. and Davis Comic Finds. And I think that's it for now. There was a question, Pope Grimy. He said he has a CGC question. You can ask it, bro. When we'll read it and we'll see if we can answer it. While we wait for his question. So this weekend was Deadpool movie. I didn't get to see it. I know Marky and Mike saw it. So if you guys just want to give your thoughts real quick on it, spoiler free.
Yeah, listen, man, that movie. I mean, I thought, to me, I don't know about you, Marky. Part one was a little bit more storyline wise was better.
Yes, I agree. Yes, I agree with that.
Part two was funny as fuck too.
Right,
hilarious. I'm trying not to spoil the movie, but the surprise villain in that movie was awesome. The post credit scenes was hilarious, man.
Dude,
I think that was like the best part of the movie,
Dude, I laughed so hard. I thought I cracked a rib, and my throat was sore. That's how howling at the whole theater. My theater was packed.
Yeah,
they were howling. That fucking shit was so goddamn funny. So everybody, there's this big mid-credit funny scene. That's it. No end credit. Just go home after that mid-credit. You'll save yourself 5 minutes to get out of the parking lot. But I definitely agree. I thought one had a better story. This one it's basically he just takes place where he started with him, and he didn't. Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. He owns this fucking role, and he fucking killed it. And there was so much. If you don't pay attention, you actually would miss something because there were so many hidden little things and sayings and everything like that in it. And he was fucking great. I thought Cable was awesome, and I thought Domino was good. And yeah, like the villain that was holy shit balls. Anyway, I laughed my ass off. There was a lot of good fun and stuff. I mean, you're gonna come out of the theater entertained and laughing your ass off, and that's basically what you got. And I think it was again the biggest opening for an R-rated superhero film again this weekend. So it's popularity of that character, and yeah.
Bring on X-Force. That's what I
bring on X-Force.
Yeah.
I can't say anything.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what part I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But yeah, go see it. Definitely must see. Go see it, guys.
It's a definitely must see, especially right now. We're technically, I guess, in the summertime. I don't know. This weather's been fucked up.
Yeah, I know, right?
So go out and see it. Yeah, make your own determination. If you like the first one, you should like this one. That's it.
Yeah. We have a question in the chat from Pope Grimy. He said the old slabs. This from CGC. The old slabs. The label on the tip top. Is it a sticker or is it a label that's supposed to be encapsulated?
It's a label that's supposed to be encapsulated.
Yeah.
I should know because I cracked open many of those slabs too, and it's a piece of paper.
Yeah. As far as I know, PGX is the only one that used the sticker on top of the slabs.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
then like the old CGC.
Oh, wait a minute. He's talking about the old thing on the top.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's a sticker. Yeah. That's a sticker that can be peeled off.
Yeah, I have
You're talking about the label inside the case.
No, it's a sticker. There you go. It is a sticker. Yeah, the old label, the old one.
Old ones. Yeah, I got a few of those still. Yeah.
There's a few. I got a few right there. Stuff. It's the old It's a sticker. They don't do that no more now.
No.
Well, now that it's inside the
it's case. Inside the case, so they can.
And CBCS used to use that also. CBCS also used to have a sticker on top of the slab. Now they encase it in the inside. They just did it slightly where, not many people noticed that. Or I guess they did that after the label change, the second label change.
Right.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you guys like the Deadpool movie because now I don't feel so bad about spending my $40.
Sell that piece of shit anyway.
And your guys laughed at me.
I laugh at you.
We still do. We still laugh at you.
$41 into that book.
Damn it, Jeffy.
It's still quarter book.
We laugh at you because we care.
Yeah.
Just remember that. That. We care.
Just remember, I got Excalibur.
You know what? Jesse said something.
I
real
got a
funny
fucking
to-
Freddy
I
glove,
don't
so
know
your
about
little
that.
fucking Tonker toy sword ain't gonna match the fucking glove, maybe.
What was that, Biggs? Who got a question?
No, Jesse said something. The chat is just going. There's a lot of people in the chat.
Okay.
He said something about the end credit scene is PGX something. Yeah. You know, I think they brought it up a couple of times in the chat. Might as well talk about it, right?
Yeah, well, gee, it's kind of like a hot subject right
Like
now.
the
We might as
elephant in
well
the
go.
I mean, you know, whatever. So it's been around that PGX let a couple of its employees go, and yeah,
Well,
it was
I mean,
two of them.
literally, there are only a couple people that work there. So
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only damn. I just got a text from man. He threw me off. Hold on.
Well,
Chat.
Joker 60. Well, before that, Joker 68 got a question.
Sure.
If you get your book dry clean and sent it in, and they're going to market as restoration with the purple label.
if
No.
it's a shitty
No.
dry clean,
No, yeah.
That's
you
correct.
gotta-
If it's a shitty dry clean, they will.
no, it's not. No, when you dry clean a book, anything you remove from a book, it's not considered restoration. So when you dry clean, you're removing dirt. So you're removing something. It's not restoring.
Right,
Restoring?
and they don't use liquid. They don't use a liquid to get the dry clean. It's basically what it meant. It's a dry clean, so no chemicals, no nothing. They're just getting
they
the dirt
usually
off.
use the PVC white erasers, things like
Right.
that, to do
That
to do
clay,
things.
whatever that clay is, that's
Yeah.
another way.
yeah.
Yeah, the presses don't want to give their secrets, but it's not a secret. You know,
It's
they
not a
think
secret.
they think it's a secret society, but it's not. You know,
No, me and E have been. Then if that's the case, then me and E are the originators of the secret society because that's what we did when we were in our old jobs.
Yeah.
We were printers and pressers and framers and all that, so we knew all the secrets with paper.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
What's up?
Miss Hustle's right. It's considered restoration when you add to it.
Yeah, when you add
Yes.
to like a touch up and paint,
An extra staple,
archival tape, even archival tape, depending on how old the book is, like what Steve Rock said, it's not considered restoration. It's just helping the book hold together. So you're not restoring it. You know, you're just keeping it from falling apart anymore. So
Right, he'll
even
put
that's
it
not
on the
considered-
label like held by a archival
Yeah.
tape or something like that, but he won't put the
Mhm.
dreaded pink or whatever restoration on it.
Purple label.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's going on with Manny?
PGX.
Yeah, he's having trouble getting on. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to help Manny get in real quick. So go ahead, guys. You guys could talk about it real quick.
All right.
So you guys know the same thing I know.
Yeah,
so,
we know all the
and then
same.
I'll just chime in. Let me just get
Anybody looking at the chat besides UE? Anybody
I'm
else?
looking at the chat.
Yeah, I'm looking at the
All
chat.
right, so if you guys got questions about, I don't know, I guess how we feel about this, I have no idea, you know.
Well, let's just go ahead and start this talk.
Well,
Well,
I'll
I'll
Let's
start
grab
off the whole thing that basically when this went down, the first thing you did, Jeff, was call them up and whatever.
I emailed them. Yeah,
You emailed them.
It was early in the morning.
Right.
Found out about it, and first thing I did was I let your guys know, and then I emailed PGX because I sent out some books to PGX.
That's the first thing we said. You best call them right away.
Yeah, but since they're on the West Coast, we're on the East Coast, 3 hour time difference. While it's 7 o'clock for us, it's like 4 in the morning over there. So there's nobody over there.
Mhm.
Yeah. So later on that afternoon, PGX got back to me. They're like, "Oh, everything is fine. We're fully staffed. And by the way, your books, we shipping them out and all this stuff." He made it sound like everything was hunky dory and there was nothing to be worried about. But then on the other
until
end,
later in the day.
that same day.
Yes, but on the other end, you got We Love Comics. He's doing videos. You got what's the guy named Aaron?
Aaron's the guy that got fired.
Right, Aaron was the guy that got fired, and
you got Comic Tom. He made a video.
Yeah, there was like so much drama going on the other end of it, man. So I mean,
guess is as good as ours of what exactly is going on. And
Oh, some Scarface shit was going down.
they basically,
yeah.
that guy, I never liked him. For a green card, I'll cut him up real nice. Anyway, there's your impression of my bad Al Pacino. And yeah, so with speculation going on, what the exact we can agree that people lost their jobs over something. We don't know the exact thing, and nor honestly, I don't give a shit. But I do give a shit when you hear about kind of some shady shit going on behind the backgrounds. And if it's true, if it's not true, it kind of makes it bad for all the grading shit going on, man, because that's pretty, if that turns out to be what it was, and that the owner currently now, I don't know, man. It's not good. It's not good for them. I think I don't know. I think this is it. I mean, they got out of that. Remember that whole first thing when they first started? That whole bullshit that they went through?
Yeah, but that was like over 10 years ago.
But I'm just saying, it took them a long time to get them back up to somewhat a I think this shit's going to knock them back down again. I mean, that's just my thing. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that we don't know, and we're just going on what this person said, that person said, and hey, yeah, it's a business. It's a business. Shit happens. That's all I can say.
Pretty much. On one side, you got a former employee saying that they fire all their staff and they get some inexperienced people going on. And then on the other side with PGX, they saying everything is fine. We're fully staffed. There's nothing to worry about. And then a third thing pops up with that whole Walking Dead Museum edition.
Mm-hmm.
That PGX is like, oh, yeah, we'll grade it. We'll grade it and all that stuff. And turns out to be fake. And it's funny. It's funny. I was reading an article about it. They were saying PGX made a statement saying that they was no longer grading it. But one or two copies did get the PGX, and they now graded it as a counterfeit edition or a counterfeit copy. So, I mean, as collectors, what you gonna do, man?
Look, there's always
Ninja Turtles out there too. Remember those?
There's always going to be human factor errors out here, and I understand that when we're dealing with art books, especially high grade books, desirable books, and whatever, we want to get the accurate grade. And I think we said this before, and we'll say it again. It is their opinion of what they think the grade is. Yes, they got grading experts and all that, but it's under their opinion. There is no be-all, end-all, almighty God grader that's saying that is exactly what it's going to be. Everybody's going to have difference of opinion on a grade on a book. And I understand that maybe some people don't want to hear that, or they feel like this company is better than this company. There's human factor error, and it's always going to be happening. And I'm not saying like something like this, maybe they didn't know. Let's call it, maybe they didn't know, and they just went on an assumption like everybody else did who bought that book.
But like
PGX didn't sell that Walking Dead book. People bought that book. So it isn't
like somebody made it on Photoshop.
True, but just listen. Just listen for a second. The thing is, someone told them about this, and someone's like, "Oh shit, I'm going to go buy that book, and I'm going to send it into grading," and that's basically it. So shit happens, and hey, you live, you learn, you move on, and you try to fix the problems that you dealt with. That's with any business.
Okay.
That's
it. Mark, I have to disagree with you on one thing. You saying there is no almighty grading thing?
There's no almighty grading God. No.
Okay. In my book, there are only two grades in the comic book community. There's Manny Mitt, and then there's everything else.
Oh, sure. Cut out Marky Acceptable. I get it. I get where you're going at, Jeff. All right. I get where you're going. I see.
Well, technically, that is everything else, right?
Oh! I got downgraded. You guys took away my fucking name and everything. My copyright's gone. God
But
damn
let
it.
me ask you this. If you got this, okay. Now, this person paid over $3,000 for the Walking Dead Museum
edition.
I'm sorry. I mean, why were you sending it to PGX?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. That's
I mean,
ask the guy who had the book.
you spent $3,000 on the book. Why would you send it to PGX? I'm sorry, I don't mean to put them down, but why would you?
Well, because PGX,
right.
I don't think they charge. I don't think they
Sorry,
charge a
guys. I
percentage
couldn't
for
get.
PGX.
I couldn't get him in. I couldn't get him. Yeah, he's having trouble on his end.
Okay.
You have an echo throwing me off. But
That's
yeah, no, they like. I think PGX just has flat rates for like the books, so like they don't charge like a percentage like CGC would. So
They got percentages. They just got better. They just got lower prices. Let's just call it what it is. I mean, I've said this in the little chat before.
yeah, the
It's money. It comes down to money.
But you pay for what you get, right?
That's exactly right too.
So
yeah,
there you go.
That's what it all boils down to.
It just boils down to how much money you want to spend on grading your book.
Yeah, you know, I used to use PGX. You guys know, you know, about 2 years ago, I sent them a big order, probably 20 books or whatever. And for the last 2 years, I've been slowly cracking them and sending them to CBCS and CGC, and they always come back a grades lower. They've been coming back grade lower. So, you know, whatever the guy said, the way they grade and all that, you know, in my opinion, is based on them. It's accurate. It is less. They do grade lower, you know, not as, I won't say as efficient because, like, you know, grading is subjective, but they do grade. Their grades are always lower than CGC and CBCS.
Yeah.
I've never had an experience where the grade comes back the same. It's always been lower, and I've cracked maybe 10 books already and had them pressed and everything, and they still come back lower than what they were graded at PGX.
Well, let me ask you this. Didn't PGX say they use like the Overstreet price guide to like grade their books? Something like that?
You know, they can say whatever they used, you know. They don't put enough information on their website. They didn't give you, you know, we know that Daniel's the owner because we've spoken to them. You know, like I've called them, we've spoken to them in person.
Yeah.
I know that Aaron is one of their greatest because I've spoken to Aaron, you know, and we were friends on Facebook. He was part of the New York Warriors Facebook page since the beginning. Since it started. He don't really post too much on there. He did it a few times. But when you call them, they would always answer, and it would always be Aaron to answer the phone, or it would be Daniel, the owner, Patterson, to answer the phone. And they always gave you every information that you needed right away. They never, you know, their customer service was always spot on.
They had spot on customer service. I'll give you that.
You know, but then you find out the stuff that they do. You know what I mean? The what you guys talked about, those Walking Dead books that, you know, shouldn't have been graded. You know,
well, it's like I told you before, Biggs. I mean, you got CGC and you got CBCS. They're like the big company stores. You know, they're like Midtown Comics, and then you got PGX, which is like your local comic shop. You know, let's call PGX what it is. It's a mom and pop shop.
Yeah, but you know what? It doesn't matter. It can't be a mom and pop shop for 16 years,
right.
and you know, a company like CBCS just came out of nowhere and just started. You know, you don't have a proper.
Oh, no, I'm gonna argue that one.
Well, you know, Steve Barak, he was a founder of CGC.
Right, so he didn't come out of nowhere. He didn't come out of nowhere. The company came out of nowhere. They already had established people knowing what.
Yeah, and he wasn't. He's not just, you know, he started the grading standard. You know, not started the grading standard, but he helped create a lot of the grading standards. You know, he was, you know, he knows the owners of the Overstreet. He's friends with the owners of the, you know, who creates the Overstreet price guide and all that. And, you know, he's mentioned it live on multiple shows on our show, JLS. You know, he's helped create some of those standards in grading. So.
And what did he say? He just knows comic books. He doesn't know anything. He didn't even know Beckett was a sports grading company. He didn't even know that, you know. So he is 24/7 hooked on the head with comics. And
yeah, if I'm gonna and you know, and for him to stay impartial, he did a lot of things to his own collection. He got rid of all his comics so that he won't have like a favorite comic. He doesn't collect comic books because he doesn't want to be impartial based, you know, he doesn't want to be based on a story or based on his favorite. Like, you have to be very impartial. And he's pulled himself away from the hobby so that he can be his best. So he can be his best at what he does, is grading books.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So for me, I'm done with PGX. You know, that's over. You know, I'm on PGX rehab right now.
Let's speculate because PGX say, according to a certain YouTuber, they supposed to be coming back with something new, big, and different. So let's speculate. What do you think that is?
Yeah, listen, not according to YouTuber.
Not a lie.
I don't want to mention YouTubers' names here or nothing like that because I got nothing against nobody. According to Daniel Patterson himself, because he told me on the phone that there are big things coming. You know, that's what he said.
All right, so let's speculate. What do you think it is?
Him, you know,
what do you think it is?
I don't think it's nothing new.
Magazine.
I don't think it's nothing new. I just think that he's about he got rid of some employees and he's probably going to hire new ones or hired new ones, and it's just going to be different over there.
Could be magazines.
They're going to buy WCW from Vince McMahon.
Probably it's well, what do we got left? It's either going to be grading magazine size, or they're going to change something with the labels. Or they're going to have some exclusive label.
They have some nice labels, though.
They're even going to have an exclusive label for somebody signed like CGC did with Stan Lee.
Yeah.
One
of those.
Who the hell's going to be exclusive?
Yeah, the 143 said the only thing they could do is merge to give them a better face. I don't merge with who? Like who? They don't. Nobody wants to merge with them.
Yeah, after this, nobody.
Yeah, they're going to merge with nothing.
Yeah,
you're gonna merge with Rob Liefeld.
Yeah, he never does.
The limited edition chicken leg version. Anyway.
Yeah.
You get pouches with your labels.
Yeah, and I'm not. I see. Jesse Rowe. I'm Team CBCS. I'm not Team anybody. It's whoever I feel like using at the moment. That's
whoever has the nicest slab.
Fuck that. I'm Team CBCS. Son.
I'm not picking a side because I have an order right now with CGC. So.
Yeah, me too. So.
I have no choice. My story, so I'm stuck. I only have one left. It's all good though.
Yeah, Vincenzo C said PGX doesn't seem to be more open to creativity. I mean, if you're smaller, then you can change things faster and experiment. Yeah, you can. And you know what? And you have 16 years of grading comics. You should be able to have a census or what you have graded. You know what I mean? People take the census and use it for the wrong reasons, I think, because you can't take a census and determine value based or rarity based on it. It's all, and that's what's wrong with the census. That's why CGC people think it's like, oh, there's only 3 on the census. CGC, who cares about that? That just means that's who they have. Yeah,
3 on the census, but thousands of people still have raw copies of it.
It doesn't mean anything. Yeah, that doesn't. When people throw that out there to me, I laugh at them. I'm like, that doesn't mean anything. Census doesn't mean anything. Census means for your company what you've done, what your company has done, what they have. That doesn't mean that's what's out there.
Exactly.
So. But they should have a better hold of that stuff. Whenever we've asked for notes and stuff like that in the past, they've always had them. So I don't know how rocky their database is, but every time I've called on a book, they give you right away the notes. They have it on file. They keep it on. They keep a number log. They keep a.
You got the serial number on the top of it, so
they keep a serial. So it's if it's not a high tech database, who cares? As long as it's on file on record. That's what matters.
That's what it is. It's on file, it's on record, but it's not. They don't have it set up so it's open to the public.
Yeah,
right. That's what I think. Probably just a regular database program or Excel or whatever spreadsheet.
Probably an Excel spreadsheet. That's it. Yeah. They just keep updating it. That's all.
Right.
Right.
And then they have a master program. You need an IT staff. You know what? I think we always stated this and all that.
You don't need an IT staff for that. You just need a file document manager. That's it.
You don't
be quiet. They need IT staff.
Oh, Jeff wants a job. Jeff wants to go work for PGX. I got you.
I'll turn that place around.
Yeah, just don't give it a virus. Anyway.
Vincenzo said, will PGX still customize the label for you? Nah, I don't think so. They I think when they never really customized the label. They did that change on the label.
Yeah.
We know who designed the label. I don't, that person never made themselves public, so I'm not gonna mention it.
Right.
But even that, it took forever for them to change that label.
Oh
you
yeah,
know, like
it was
forget about it. Yeah,
yeah,
there was a
whole
bunch of
back and
people in the
forth.
community pleading with them, like change the fucking label already, and they didn't ever to do it. Yo, I'm telling you, we've had history. There's people in this community that have history of PJX. They might not want to say who they are and all that, but you know, I know who they are and they know who they are. You know.
Right. So here's my question. Here's my question to the chat and the panel here. We always brought this up and everything, but now with this kind of hiccup that they're going through, do you think Overstreet is just thinking it's like maybe we should throw our hat in if they go under?
No, they don't want to. They don't want to.
They don't want to.
They're friends with the owners of CBCS and the CGC comic division. Why would they want
money, honey? You know, you can make it.
It's not money. It's about competing with them. They don't want to. They don't want to compete. They don't want to. They don't want to do that. Like
because they'll crush them.
They don't want to play favorites.
No, and not only that, they believe in
They've
grading the comic, but they don't
guide for years.
They believe in grading the comic, but they don't believe in encapsulating it.
The old school.
So you know, comic collectors, they do grade their comics, but there's a lot of people that have problem with encapsulating them. You understand? So that's the difference. You know, you can grade a comic. Everyone's supposed to be able to grade your comic.
Right.
But the encapsulation, that's where a lot of people frown on it. You know, a lot of people do like it, love it. Many people love it, but there's also those people that don't.
I know those from the baseball card years. You know, when the baseball cards were getting graded, a lot of the dealers hated it because they thought that was that grade, and now they have to go by the grading company. And same thing with restoration checks and all this stuff. They seem to think it's not. They do. And who do you go with? And who gets the more money, a raw card or a graded card? Same scenario. But here's my take. Here's my thing about that. I've always looked as grading baseball cards. That's how I got into it. And that's how I found out about when they did comics. When I got like an old card or an old book and all that, I mean, we can just try to keep that all nicey nice, but we don't take in the factors of our home surroundings sometimes, that maybe sometimes it could be damaging the book and we don't even know. At least when it's in these friggin' holders, at least we got a better chance of that book actually lasting longer than as we would take care of it as our own in a Mylar, in a backboard, in a nice hard box, away from moisture and all this other shit and whatever. So that's how I looked on it. And everything, and then of course, as we all know, everything blew up with the whole grading scene and everything like that. So now it's a whole different game because of money, and you know, people like to get them slabbed and want to have those high grades and everything like that. So you know, it's just a whole. As for me, I took it as preserving my collection, especially the books that I grew up with, or my dad got me, or whatever.
So, Marky, you saying I should preserve and slab my Rob Liefeld?
No, you should just put that in a fucking Mylar, and hopefully maybe 20 years it might be worth something.
Vincenzo, he said that PJX isn't my first choice, but I don't want them to disappear. Yeah, you know, it's bad. You know, more competition is always healthier, is always good. And it sucks for them to go out, though. You know, if this killed them, you know, it's really sucky for it to go that way.
I think it's going to hurt him, but I don't think it's going to kill him.
It's not going to kill them. It's going to be just like 10 years ago when they had the issues with the slabs.
Right.
They're going to be hurt for a while. People are going to talk about them. They're going to lose business for a little bit, and then they're going to slowly start going back up.
Yeah. Prowler 671 says, "Do you think PJX graded books will drop in value?" I think so.
Yeah.
Yes. I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
they're already
kind of like low. Like you can get PGX slabs for like $30, you know, $40, $50.
If it's a big key, it's still gonna sell.
Yeah,
you know, it's always gonna sell. It doesn't matter who graded the damn book. Now, will it get the higher numbers as a CGC or a CBCS book? Debatable, but it depends on how many people out there want that book and how hot it is,
like
and how desirable.
One, like you can guarantee, no matter who it is, it's gonna be like people gonna get it.
You're gonna get close to the market value with that, you know.
Yeah, and most books that I encase, I'll read it. I'll read the book once, but I normally don't read another book again anymore.
I buy trades.
You know, like
trades online.
Yeah, if I'm encasing a book, it's because number one, it's has a little value to it, or I'm getting a signature done, like a yellow signature series. done. That'll be the only reason I'm encasing. But if it's a specific book or specific story arc, like I would buy that I want to read again. Like if I needed to do research or read again, I would read it online because everything's digital now. Or I would have like you see like the omnibus or a trade or something like that, and then I'll reread it like that. Like the Superman just book right now, the one that just came out recently. This one has a bunch of key issues or a bunch of Action Comics issues reprinted in here. That you can always go back. So, like for example, you have the Action Comics 242 slabbed.
Mm-hmm.
You have it graded. You don't need to open it back again. So when people say, "Oh, you're never gonna be able to open it again," who cares? I don't want to open it again.
I can get the story anytime I want. Right?
You have this book. You can read it right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just for the record, Biggs want to show off his omnibus and his other books.
Shameless plug. Anyway.
So real quick, guys, this omnibus, this one right here, it was brand new with the factory still sealed in it. Cover price is $100 on this. I found an eBay seller selling it for $44.99, free shipping.
Nice.
And he shipped it media mail because it's the book. You can ship it media mail, and it got here like in 3 days only. Because
what's the omnibus? What is it? What is it?
Oh, it's DC
1 million.
DC million.
1 million.
DC 1 million omnibus by Grant Morrison.
It has all of them in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this is.
Look at the size of that book. You can kill somebody. Yeah, it has all.
Awesome.
Kill somebody.
Yeah, you can read it and you can use it as a weapon, and it also you can use it to press your other comics.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Old school pressing.
Yeah,
Jesse,
PGX doesn't have to worry about replacing the presser. They'll just get that book and use it for pressing. Problem solved.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I used to use. You know what I used to use for pressing back in the day? My set of Encyclopedia Britannicas.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That was the best pressing.
Bend that one corner right there. Okay, now it's even. Boom, put a book on and don't touch it for months.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you put it inside the encyclopedia, so it's nice and flat. Then you put the other books on top of it. You leave it like for a day, and bam, nice and flat.
No, I'm real quick to answer Stay Puft 1983. I'm not gonna join the omnibus collection like this. I can't store that. It's too. Forget about it. I got too many books as it is. But certain stories, I like to get like the absolute or the omnibus, like certain ones that I want to reread or read through.
Right, that's every part of the story. Yeah, I'm
on
that too.
Specific things, not certain books I'll get,
And they look cooler in the hardcovers. That's how I like it.
They're nice. They're nice. See, like these two are gonna stay now next to my nightstand in my room.
Sweet, dude.
So I could go through them. So real quick, I just want to go back to the chat real fast because a few people joined us that I didn't give shout outs to. 43, Vincenzo C, Mr. Unknown Comics Guy, Alex the Comic Quarter, Stay Puft 1983, Mr. Gretzky 9966, Cholula Comics, Prowler 671, the comic book is Steed, and I think that's it. Gene Pauli's Peter, GPAP, thanks for joining us. Jason Smith.
Hey,
who else? I think that's it for now, So, all right, so moving on with the whole PGX thing. I don't want to keep it because that's like a downer. I don't like downing too much stuff. Bottom line is I'm done with PGX. They lost credibility with me. No more. It doesn't matter. We have an account with CBCS. We have a paid account. So I will continue to do that. And Iran has a paid account with CGC, so we go back and forth. We some books. I'm gonna try to keep most of my yellow labels CBCS because it's easier through the authorized witness program to get that done. And then my blue labels, I think I'm gonna go the CGC route. So let's see. We got a CGC order out coming soon next month.
Yeah,
and we have a CBCS order coming soon too.
Yeah, but enough about PGX and all that stuff. Let's talk about Gotham.
Okay.
That's all I gotta say. Let's talk about Gotham.
Yeah.
Wow. Gotham was fire.
That's all you guys gonna say?
Dude, I'm speechless on it. I'm speechless.
I didn't watch it. I didn't watch Gotham.
Started off, Jeff.
Okay.
Yeah, go, dude.
Pretty much, this is it. This is the season finale of Gotham. They set it up for No Man Land. Okay, I mean, I forgot the guy who played the Joker, but he killed it. He killed it in the season finale. They blew up all the bridges. Gotham is now its own separate little island. The government not touching it. They're on their own. Selena. Oh, they also did a killing joke thing too when they shot Selena because
Yes.
Joker came up, shot her, but in the stomach, on the back or something, and she fell back on the coffee table.
Dude, that was loud.
Yeah, that was loud, man.
How was that? What the hell? Someone didn't eat dinner tonight? What the hell happened?
Coming to get you, pigs.
Yo, it wouldn't be a New York Warriors show if you didn't hear at least one siren throughout the show. You know?
Yeah.
That's how you know.
You just gotta wait for the Long Island siren.
So real quick.
Anyway, they're doing the whole no man's land, man. Everybody's breaking up into teams and stuff. So next season's going to be good.
Yeah.
Next season's the final season too.
For people that haven't watched Gotham, because my boy Stave Puff 1983 said he hasn't watched Gotham since the season 1 mid-season finale. So Gotham started off, you know, that first season was kind of rough. It was kind of hard to like.
I thought it was good.
It was okay.
Season 1 was good.
The first season was okay, but not for everybody. But then when they got to season 2, that's when it became more about the villains and the show really took off in season 2.
They went into a whole nother fucking level. Not only did they have the good villains, they had good actors portraying those villains, and it was fucking violent. I don't give a shit what you say. There was some violent shit with that you expect a Batman villain to do, and it was great.
Yeah, it was awesome. And just a little FYI for you guys that don't know, Gotham is filmed here locally. It's actually filmed in Brooklyn and in Staten Island. The Arkham Asylum is filmed right here. There's a ward over here, like a Bailey Seaton psych ward over here. That's where it's filmed at Gotham. You know, just so you guys know.
In the Bronx too, son.
Yes, there's some parts in the Bronx. It's filmed throughout all New York. They use all the boroughs, but it's mainly Staten Island, Brooklyn, and like said, the Bronx.
Yeah.
You know what? My one thing that gets me to it, it brings you back to like just a simple Batman friggin' thing here. You got everybody fighting for their territories now.
Yeah.
You got the Penguin, Riddler, Mr. Freeze, Firefly, and everybody else, Scarecrow. They all got their own little points. Like, this is my end. You don't fuck with me. I don't fuck with you. And Joker is going to have his own. Well, Jerome or what? Jeremiah, whatever the fuck his name is. And then you got basically the kid who plays Batman. He's growing up. You know, I'm sorry. That's what happens when you're a young actor. You grow like a sprout, and that's what happened with him. And the actress that's the kid actress that's playing Catwoman or whatever, they're not kids no more. They're teenagers. They're young adults now. So this is I like how they're going to make one more season to end this thing, because I think it's perfect. You don't want to prolong something.
Well, the show writer said, I think you mentioned this the other day. You mentioned to this when we were talking the other day that they said it takes this story that they want to tell it'll be done in 5 seasons.
5 seasons,
and they renewed for season 5, but it's their last season. And and there's no spoiler because they've already said it. You will see Batman at the end of the show, you know,
or a version of a Batman.
Yeah, or a version of a Batman at the end. At the end of the show, I don't know whether he's still a kid, so he can't be fully Batman. He can't fight fully like that. So I'm pretty sure that you're gonna see like some kind of time skip probably at the end, where they're gonna do like an epilogue.
Right.
They'll probably do like an epilogue and show the Batman.
Almost like it did.
You're gonna see Jim Gordon running the GCPD. You're going to see him trying to fight off the crime and try to keep Gotham together as much as possible. And because that was the whole thing. Before he blew up those bridges, he gave everybody a chance to either stay in Gotham and deal with the mess that's going to be Gotham or get the hell out. So a lot of people got out and a lot of people stayed. So, somebody to clean up.
Alfred got out. Alfred got out because he was from Selena.
Yeah, trying to get help.
Bruce stayed. Yeah.
They'll get back in. You know they're coming back in.
Oh, yeah, they're going to get back in.
Bruce Wayne will send a private plane. And it's like, okay. But all in all, I mean, this is the one show out of many that my wife actually watches because she she knows the characters of Batman and everything, but she really enjoys this show. So that's just saying something, guys. If your wife likes the show, it's a damn good show. So just putting that out there for you.
AG says Manny's the crime fighter. Jeremy Edwards said Manny's hero name is Mint Man. And then Staples said Manny the Mint Man. That's funny.
Nice.
Manny the Mint Man.
Oh, that's funny. Shout out to Kevin's Collectibles. He said, "Hey guys, listening to you guys at work in New Zealand."
Cool.
SS Comic Reader says, and they filmed Bruce's house at my house. Biggie. You wish.
All right.
If that's the case, then we coming over to your house, man.
Yeah, so Gotham was dope. I've been enjoying. I look forward to it. It's sad all the shows are leaving. This time of year, for us, we're not little kids no more. We're like family men, most of us, and so a good show on TV is always good at night. The summer comes, but we don't get summer vacation. We're still working.
Yeah.
Also, Arrow finished already last week.
Arrow was pretty good.
They, the Mets play for us on channel. What is it on CW?
11.
Channel,
11,
yeah. So a lot of times the show got interrupted and they got put. They would play it on a Saturday or Sunday because of the game. But this season was really good for Arrow. I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it. I know we had those seasons where the whole Laurel thing and the shit was getting crazy, but this season was badass. Richard Dragon was a really good villain.
Oh yeah, Dragon's a villain.
Yeah, Richard Dragon's a villain. Yeah, I was saying that. Remember before the season started, I was saying get your Kung Fu Fighter #1. It was a $1 book.
Yep.
And that's his first appearance, Richard Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny though. What season is this? 6 or 5?
7. No, it's not like
it's up there.
No.
It's up there.
Yeah, it's like 7.
No. Because when Arrow first started, I know Stephen Amell saying that the original plan was just to go to 5 seasons and then end it. And now look at this; it's past 5 seasons, and they still going, man.
It's
still popular.
6.
They haven't stolen all of Batman's villains yet, so they
it's basically all the Batman's villains, and we're gonna have a Batwoman on the show.
Next season.
Next season. We're gonna have Batwoman on the show. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be what's her name again?
Kate Kane.
Yeah,
Kate Kane.
Kate Kane or something like that. Yeah. No, that's Sandra Kane. It's not Kate Kane.
No, I know the last name is Kane.
It's Kate Kane.
Is it? That's
Catherine Kane.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kate
Catherine Kane.
Catherine Kane. Kate.
That's Bruce's. What is
cousin.
She's his cousin, right?
Cousin.
Yeah, cousin. Yeah. We're gonna have Batwoman on there. That's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
They reference Bruce Wayne in Arrow.
Yes, he mentioned Gotham City.
Yeah. And he mentioned Bruce Wayne too by name.
Right.
He did that this season.
Yes.
He said, "What do you think? You think Bruce Wayne came over here to start Atlantic City?"
Right.
Yeah.
He did a name drop.
And the crowd went wild.
Yeah.
He should have said that. Oh.
Yeah. SS Comic Reader said that I heard Batwoman will make an appearance on the next season. Yeah, she will.
Yes.
That's what we just talked about. Yeah. And then Stay Puft said they need to push Shang-Chi and Iron Fist season 2.
If they don't do that, they're retarded.
Well, they saying Iron Fist season 2 is supposed to be way better than season 1.
I don't believe it. They're lying. Fake news. Fake Marvel news. I'm not believing it. No way. Ain't happening.
And Jeremy Edwards said Batwoman is doing better. Grab 52 week 11. That's her first appearance as Batwoman. There's another book.
Yes.
I think that was a little debunked. There was another book that had.
That's her first appearance. That's her first appearance. That's her first appearance of Kate Kane in the book.
No, it says his first appearance as Batwoman.
As Batwoman.
Yeah.
All right, so week 52.
Hold on.
52, week 11.
52 week 11, yeah.
You know what? Let me just write this down just in case.
I think I have that. I have most of the week 52 books.
Well, gee, hold on one second.
Oh, no.
Oh, were you talking about this book right here?
Yeah.
Maybe when you guys tune into the New York Warriors auction, this
no,
book
that's
might
week
go
7.
up.
No, that's week 7.
Yeah, but that's her first. Look it up.
Oh, that's the first. That's the person who plays Batwoman.
First Kane.
First Kate Kane.
So there's Cassandra Cain, who's also Batwoman, and then there's her.
Batgirl.
Batgirl.
No, she's the other Batwoman.
Batgirl, Batwoman, teenage Bat. Who gives a shit? It's a bat.
Badass, crazy, batshit crazy.
Yeah, 52-7 is her first appearance overall. It is that is her first appearance.
Damn people with the same name.
Yeah.
I found that book for $1.
All right.
And well, you too can have that book on the auction May 25th.
Right. That may or may not go up. I don't know. Maybe by popular demand, I might put it up.
All right, so it's that time, Marky. It's already 11:52. Is that time where we take our trip to Midtown? Non-sponsor.
Hold on, non-sponsor is not loading correctly. Oh, that's wrong.
Well, let me know if you can't get it.
No, I got it. I don't.
Oh, he wants to take away segment, Marky.
Yeah, I know. You got to take away my IT skills. Well, fuck you. There we go.
He's gonna take away your segment, Marky.
Just in case PGX is looking, you know what I
mean? Failure. All right. Anyway.
All right, take it away, Marky.
All right. Speaking about Bat people, Batgirl. Okay, that comes out.
Yeah, Batgirl number 23.
This cover is sold out. Everybody seems to like
that cover. I like that.
That's like his best work
that
on
cover,
that.
Yeah, the Joshua Middleton cover. Yeah, highlight
like him.
So the good people.
There we go.
There you go, guys. Yeah, that's sold out everywhere, right? Already. It's sold out online on there.
It's sold out on Midtown online. Yes,
that is a nice cover.
Yeah,
it is
nice.
More Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the next cover is the one to pick up.
Yeah, that one's nice too.
That one is nice. Hell yeah.
Well, that one.
That's the one.
Robin Beyond.
Yeah. That's
Robin
Dan Jurgens still right in there, right?
Skyrim.
That's his first cover appearance, right? As Robin, right?
Yeah.
Well, not really. Well, the last issue was.
Well, the last issue he breaks the glass, and this one.
No, that was 2 issues ago.
Yeah.
Was it?
Oh, that's Detective. That's nice.
That's Detective. Speaking about Batwoman, there she is.
Pretty sure it was one issue. I'm pretty sure it was.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, we get into that point with Detective. It's on 981 already.
Yeah, I know. We're gonna have a 1,000 soon. Okay. Oh yes, the Flash. Because we got the regular one.
Gotta fight each other in the face.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Matina. Everybody going crazy for the Matina variants.
Yeah, he's doing the Flashes, yeah.
Yo, the last Matina cover for Flash was...
That was sick.
Yeah, I haven't... You know what? It's in my bag. I haven't picked it up. I gotta go get it.
Like I said, I've been getting this. I'm going to stop at issue 50 because the writer, that's his last issue. Right now, they're dealing with a whole thing. I think they just finished the thing with the Dark Stars. You know, if I haven't read the issue yet, I'm 2 issues behind, but this looks like something new. Let me just read the description real quick here. See, they're still doing the Dark Stars Rising Part 4. Okay, so that's pretty cool.
What about the Mark Stars?
Mark Stars.
I like that cover.
That cover. That's a Tyler Kirkham, and that cover I like too. That's a nice cover. I like that. All right. No, Hellblazer. Okay.
Anybody read Hellblazer?
No, sucks. Like PG-13 Hellblazer.
Yeah, and I don't want PG-13 Hellblazer. I want.
Why don't they just make? They need to revise their whole Vertigo line because Vertigo is trash right now.
No Justice #3. Did anybody read any of the No Justice books yet?
I read the first issue, and I was very confused, and I had no idea what was going on.
Okay.
You know what? Tell you the truth, these creatures that they talking about, they remind me so much of the Celestials from Marvel.
Yeah, I think they're just ripping off freaking Marvel right now with this.
All right. Looney Tunes. No, I'm not gonna skip the Looney Tunes. I'm gonna go to Mirror. I've been reading that. It's been pretty interesting.
That's Trap Him in a Bubble.
Yeah, it's Trap Him in a Bubble. That cover sucks. I don't know what the fuck's happening here. The other covers were badass. I don't know what happened here. So, and that's it. I only get that cover. You son of a bitches. Oh shit. All right.
No, we can't get a cool cover.
No. All the other. If you look on the past Mirror issues, they've been cool fucking covers and all that. But okay. All right, we'll see. They're both fighting for the Kingdom of Atlantis because Aquaman's, I don't know, sleeping with Dolphin again. Who the hell knows? All right. Mother Panic, Gotham, no. Scooby-Doo Team Up, we might as well.
What is this?
Oh,
Blue Falcon.
Freaking Blue Falcon. Dynamite.
Dynamite.
Yeah, awesome. Blue Falcon taking on a more Batman persona. They want to know what's going on. Silencer.
Everybody's liking this.
Good book. That is a good book.
All right.
I haven't been reading it, but I hear it's...
I've been reading that.
Again, Suicide Squad so far behind. I guess Batman's helping them or some shit like that.
Squad is confusing too.
Yeah, but everybody, again, Matina's doing variants of that, and everybody likes those. So
yeah.
They're never around. Every time there's only like one or two around.
Hardy looks a little rough there.
Yeah,
she put too much makeup on her.
Yeah, that's a little rough.
Jesse said that everything now is $3.99. No FYI.
No more $2.99. Yeah,
it's $2.99
up on you.
It's $2.99 right here. $2.99, $2.54. They're still $2.99. Marvel's the one that keeps on raising their prices and having shit stories.
Yeah, Marvel do be raising that shit.
Hey, Venom was good.
Super Sons, not even fucking bothering.
Is that the last issue? That might be the last issue.
Yeah,
I think it is.
It's because that book started off good.
Been good with Marvel.
Oh, that covers. So yeah, this looks like a last issue variant to me. Yeah,
I hate that artist. I don't know why they.
It's terrific. I only read the first one, so
no, that's pretty good. That's DC Fantastic Four right there.
Yeah.
Plastic Man, Metamorpho, Mr. Terrific.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman. Anybody been reading Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman's been pretty good.
Yeah.
Apparently, some like God is coming, so probably a new character or somebody. It's like taking possession of all the powerful people, and they're all trying to kill Wonder Woman.
Basically. And that's the black and white variant or some shit like that. Okay. Right.
No, so it's gonna be Jenny Frenzen.
Yeah,
that's just a filler.
Yeah, Jenny Frenzen.
But I'll show the cover anyway. Okay, creepy. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
Let's go to Marvel. Let's see what's
Marvel.
Oh, the Turtles. Oh
yeah, Turtles. Urban Legend.
Turtles.
Right there, Urban Legend #1.
Yeah, reprints all the Image comics.
Oh, you got Casey Jones mask on.
That's the Eric Lawson variant.
And they're supposed to publish that unfinished issue, the last 2 issues that they never finished. Which I don't know why they just don't do that, but okay.
No.
Miracle Man did the same thing.
That's the
wow.
That's the bootleg Walking Dead.
No. Jesus, so
Black
many
Panther
Black Panther.
There we go. Wakanda forever.
For Wakanda, can you get a different #1 cover? It looks like all the other #1s when he
It looks like every Panther covers.
Wakanda forever. How about reprinting forever?
But you know which one's going to be the popular cover.
Of course. No, that's the Young Gun.
No, that's a Young Gun.
Oh, this one.
Oh yeah, there's 2 versions.
Archer.
That's the trade dress one, as they now call it, and then there's the Virgin, which is like $200 and something. $150,
$127, and it's still available.
That's all you, Jeff.
Oh, you, Jeff.
Nah.
Recently sold out because Jeff bought the last and only copy.
Yeah, imagine.
I'm going to get the trade dress, and I'm going to get the one further up.
That was nice. I like that one.
Was it Belan?
Well, that's nice too.
The one with the movie poster. I'll get that one. That one's kind of cool.
Yeah, that one's okay.
Oh, here's the colored one.
What do you mean colored?
I said colored. Goddamn, you're always racist to white people. Anyway. Damn it, Jeff.
That's the white one.
Look, I'm throwing the white cover up. Hey, there you go.
Go in the States. They better not mess this up.
Wait a minute. Here we go. Anybody got $500?
The Jack Kirby one, right?
Yo, you could get the original book that was printed on.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think
that got $1,000.
I think that cover is an unpublished cover. Like he did the art, but he didn't do the cover.
Yeah.
I've never seen that cover before.
Doctor Strange went back to his original numbering. There we go.
Doctor Strange is Doctor Strange.
I don't even know how he got his powers back because it wasn't Loki the Sorcerer Supreme.
I don't know what's going on. Somebody's like keeps stealing Doctor Strange's stuff, and then it's like, oh, you're not the sorcerer.
Falcon.
It's like Doctor Strange has been terrible lately. It's like he keeps getting his stuff stolen.
The Hunt for Wolverine mystery and
they keep stealing Doctor Strange stuff.
Yeah, all the ladies in Wolverine lives are supposed to be looking for him. They all got together and started looking for him.
But they know. They know where he is, though.
Psylocke.
Oh, shit.
Didn't they come out with an issue like that like last week or some shit?
The Hunt for Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in that cover, there's supposed to be like 30 different Wolverines. Show cover.
Smash.
The last issue, I think.
Infinity Countdown, Dark Hulk #1.
Bring back Bruce Banner.
Why don't they just give Dark Hulk his own series?
That's a nice cover.
Ron Lynn cover.
He's fighting Death's Head.
Oh, look, Death's Head, yeah.
And Invincible Iron Man 600.
Yeah, but the cover I want is too expensive.
Did you see that cover with all the different Iron Man suits?
Is it on here?
No, I don't think so. It was selling it on one of those online comic shops.
That one's not anything but
the only one that matters is the Alex Ross.
Yeah.
Which is that? That's
nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
How much they want for that?
63. Fucking eat a dick. No way. I love you, Alex Ross, but no way. That's the Virgin.
Look at the $400 one.
Yeah, it's just a freaking.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Come on.
That's a cut and paste.
That's not even John Romita Jr. It's
remastered.
Remastered. You know,
remastered is a fancy way of saying cut and paste.
No, it's not called remastered. It's called ream your ass work.
It's called
that's what they're doing.
Art from people and they're not paying them.
Legion #5.
Like Todd McFarlane. All those covers.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what happens when you buy a $1,000 Marvel book. You go into pieces. There you go. Moon Knight.
Apparently that book is still good, but I stopped reading that.
And the variant is sold out. Oh, it's a Deadpool cover. That's what.
No, but that's all right, though.
That's not bad. I like that.
Yeah, but I like it because it's Deadpool dressed up as the superhero.
Old man Hawkeye. Venom. That's exactly how I feel. Old man Logan. Yeah, we know he's old. Yes, just bring him back already.
Kill him.
Shield.
Yeah, they continue in.
That's that last.
Oh, the season finale of Shield happened too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Spider-Man, Deadpool.
They should cancel that book.
So they renewed for the next season.
Yep.
Also, but only 12 episodes.
Thank God. I can't take. No, I gotta catch up. I gotta catch up big time.
I think that should run its course already, man.
You know what? After Avengers 4, that's when they're supposed to be bringing it back. After Avengers 4, that should be the last season. Because in the comics, Shield is gone and Coulson is dead.
Like over there, Grandma's talking.
I don't know. This is the new Star Wars cover.
At the new Star Wars.
He's like, motherfucker, I got blown out of the fucking space. No one fucking talks about me. Anyway,
Solo comes out this Friday, right?
Yeah, Solo comes out this week too. That's another thing.
Yeah,
definitely gonna check it out.
Too many movies, too much, not enough time.
Star Wars.
I'll wait for JLS.
Skywalker looks like a girl.
Solo.
I'll let you know how it is.
Here we go, flying Layla through the skies in space.
I'll wait for the JLS review.
God help me.
Yeah.
On Solo.
We got True Believers. Oh my God! If you can find the originals in the dollar bins. Jesus.
That book is $1, and that Venom book.
True Believers are meant for new readers that haven't read the original story and wouldn't know how to look for the old ones.
They wouldn't know because half these damn stores don't even
You would have waited another week, Biggs. You would have had your book signed right there, the Martina cover.
Oh.
Yeah, it would have been signed. It would have been signed by the writer.
Yeah.
You know, every cover with Omega Red on it was always a good.
Oh yeah, look at that signed by Don. Yeah,
I'll
but
show
it
you,
doesn't matter.
I'll show
I don't
you.
want it signed unless I can slab it.
Fam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. I'll save mine.
Yeah, but it's only signed by the
Right,
writer.
Donnie. Yeah, I'd rather have
Writer.
Martina sign it.
Yeah, you want Matina to sign that.
I hate it when they have two versions of the books where like one's signed by the writer, the other one's signed by the artist. It's like,
Right. I'd rather have the artist for the cover, or
just have both of them sign the book.
Are you Deadpool?
Oh,
Do
God.
you poo?
Do you poop?
Is that the Beyonder?
That's this is the variant. Yes.
Yeah.
It's the Beyonder.
That's the Beyonder.
So they could get Poe Dameron to be
Not really digging that cover there, bro.
Oh, that's the Beyonder. Yeah, that is the Beyonder. You guys don't know the Beyonder is the original villain from the original Secret Wars from 1983, right? Like 1984.
Go ahead, drop the
What's
sound.
that, Biggs?
I think we're done.
The Beyonder, the villain.
Indies is whack.
Unless
Jungle Fever.
there's some Valent, so we can get Antport. You know, he likes his Valent. Oh, here we go. Valent. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Some Shadow Man.
Yeah, I've been digging the Shadow Man covers, man. They didn't look cool.
Oh yeah, those covers are nice.
They got.
Yeah,
You know
The
what?
next one.
You
That
cannot.
one right there look nice.
Yeah, you cannot debate on the paper stock and the artwork of these Valent books. You can't. They're really good. I'll
Yeah,
give
but
you
the
that.
story, I don't like the stories and some of them. They haven't been like.
They haven't been. Have they been what they were in the '90s, or they did this middle road?
Like it's more like it reads like an indie book. It doesn't read like a superhero book. To me, at least to me, when I read the first Shadow Man book, I don't really like it.
I enjoyed the
That's
first
so-
2 issues, so
It's nice.
Exo Manor was good. There's just too many words on the page. It's like practically reading a book. You can't even see the art at the time.
Oh, you get your head gets all like, what the fuck?
The art,
Just one comic bubble. I got 10,000.
Might as well write a novel.
All right. Conan with the Iron Man on it.
And I think yes, with Grim Fairy Tales and all that
Yeah,
cheap
that's
shit.
it.
All right,
That
that's
is it.
Yeah.
That's it. Now everyone go to sleep.
Everybody go to sleep.
Suck
All
everybody
right,
in.
guys. So we've reached our threshold. You know, we got to keep the show at least an hour, not less. Maybe sometimes we go a little more. There's a few things that Manny wanted me to say. I just wanted to say this real quick before you guys. You know what? Go ahead. I'll finish off with it. If there's anything you guys want to say real quick, go ahead.
No, thanks for everybody tuning in. The chat was popping tonight, man, for real. Tune in for the auction on Friday, and basically that's it.
what he said.
Yeah, go ahead, Biggs.
What
Yeah,
they said.
We
I'm
do
done.
have, the auction is going to be this Friday, the 25th, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. I don't think everyone's going to sell. Maybe it's just going to be me, Marky, Erod, and
Manny.
Well, you know what? If your guys tell us what you want, I'll see what I can do.
nobody knows what they want until you show it to them, bro.
Basically.
Like for $40, Rob Lightfield.
Look, I got a lot of Deadpool. So
You're stuck with that for the rest of your life, Jeff.
So I want to let you guys know real quick. Man couldn't be here with us today because he had some technical difficulty, but he had a death in the family. He wanted me to he was gonna come and say it on the show, but he couldn't. So he asked me to do it. He had a death in the family. It was his stepsister that died, and they have a GoFundMe page because they're trying to get a specific headstone, and that's how his family needs a little bit of help. And on the description of this video, there's a link to the GoFundMe page. Any little bit helps, even if it's $1. If it's $1 or $2, it doesn't matter. Anything you can will help the cause. If you do do the GoFundMe, just leave a note for the family. Let them know that you are friends with Manny, and that way they know where it's coming from. They know who you are. And that's it. The link is in the description already. So if you guys haven't seen it already, just check it out. And that's it, guys. Until next time. Peace.
Later, guys.
Later, Gators.
Later.
Deuce.